Okay. Look, I can't believe I'm actually making a video about the Chainsaw Man community. And typically, this community is a community that I mess with heavily. It's all truth, no falseness, no delusion, just pure, straight facts and real anime and manga love from the fans. But there's this brand new topic that's been killing me that I've been seeing for like the last 2, 3 weeks, right? Ever since the Reze movie had came out, right? I've been seeing people dissing Ryu Nakayama for his masterpiece of a work in season one. And this is something that I have to speak against because for the Chainsaw Man community, and not only that, just for the anime fans in general, for these last 3 years, I have not seen anybody diss the season one style. And sure, maybe it was a little bit of the quote unquote Japanese fans that were dissing Nakayama for his cinematic style. It wasn't too chaotic, all that extra stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Which, yeah, that's how it is. Because even Fujimoto himself said that he wants to see his projects done in a different light. He doesn't want to see his projects by like a one by one comparison. He want to see it done different. And for Ryo Nakayama, he did that. He did his job. And the whole world was praising him for it, especially back in 2022. In 2022, Chainsaw Man was the best looking anime throughout the entire year. Every single time I put someone on with Chainsaw Man back in 2022, the first scene where Denji got up and went to go, kill a devil, the tomato devil, right? Everybody always say, "Wow, this looks amazing. Looks so realistic. Are you sure this is an anime?" Exactly, because it was its style, its substance that made it different. That's why I liked Ryu Nakayama's vision because the story of Chainsaw Man is different, and it's not like your typical shonen or like your typical manga. And the anime was trying to do the exact same thing, and it was different. It wasn't like Bleach. It wasn't like My Hero. It wasn't like your flashy, typical anime with all these bright colors. It was different. It was more detailized. It was more cinematic. Had more passion to it. You could tell Mappa had a lot of fun working on season one. Even myself went to the Chainsaw Man Museum in Japan, and I could tell you they had a lot of fun working on that season one. So his vision was fine. The characters and all that stuff look beautiful. The scenes look gorgeous. And I remember back from 2022 to like 2023, people were saying that Chainsaw Man and Heavenly Delusional were one of the top two coldest, greatest looking animes that came out around that time because of its cinematic approach. Still think that Heavenly Delusional is still a good looking anime for its approach and it changes medium, right? You know what I'm saying? So I thought that from 2022 to 2023, right? I thought that we're gonna have a brand new wave of anime where the great the great Ren mangas, we're gonna start doing this cinematic approach towards the anime adaptation to show people, hey, our anime is different. It's not like your typical isekai. It's not like your typical shonen or like a typical romance thing. You know what I'm saying? It's different, and it works. It attracts the right audience, and the right audience was going to appreciate that. So, like I said, just for many years, we agreed with Ryu Nakayama's vision, and we were mad that he got fired from Mappa for his vision. Remember, people got mad about this, but then all of a sudden, this new Reze movie comes out. Now people are dissing Ryu Nakayama, calling it the Snyder cut version, not the authentic version. Um, and that's false. That's That's not truth. That's not it. It can't be. Um, mm. And I thought people were joking around and playing because I get it. The new style and the season one style, right? I like the new style. It fits the Reze arc because the Reze arc is not too tragic, right? It's like the whole entire movie had a lot of flashing effects and bright colors. That was fine. And I remember when I first saw the trailer back in what 2023. No, back in 2024. Damn, it's been a while. Gosh, dang, it's been a while. Jeez. So back in 2024, back when I saw the first trailer, right? I said to myself, you know what, man, it looks a lot like Jujutsu Kaisen. I hope they don't make it flashy like Jujutsu Kaisen, because when they go to this medium, they're going to attract a lot of these new anime fans that only appreciate bright colors and lights and flashy effects, and then they'll start bandwagoning off of this new style instead of the old style. There's a whole video that I have on my phone where I read the very first or the second trailer of the Reze arc, and I said these things, and man, it came true. It came true. Everybody done switched up on Nakayama, calling and saying his vision was not it. Come on, man. All it took was a bunch of flashing lights and bright colors to change y'all opinions and thoughts, man. How does that even work? Y'all really switched up on this dude for doing a masterpiece of a job for bright lights and flashing colors. Think about that for a second. And I'm seeing this brand new wave of Chainsaw Man fans saying this, man. It's just not it, man. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Mm, I can't stand it. Now I know recently they did announce the brand new assassination arc. You know what I'm saying? Which pretty much, is it's gonna be like a season two. But I hope with season two, it's not too flashy and bright colors either, because I'm saying these next arcs is gonna happen in part one, have a little bit of that grittiness to it. Now, if you read the manga of Chainsaw Man, you know Chainsaw Man is a very gritty manga. It's a very gritty one, right? Gritty and vibey, and that's my type of stories I love. Gritty and vibey. By gritty and vibey, what I mean by that is that for the grittiness, it's realistic, but in its own sort of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, its concept of the story is different, but it's real. It feels real. It feels like that it can exist in our world. The Chainsaw Man feels like it exists in our world. By vibey, vibey means the entire flow is different. Its aesthetic is different. It tries to pop out the most. You know what I'm saying? Which that's what season one did with the anime. And even with the movie, it does the same thing. It does. But seeing people bash this man for his vision in season one is atrocious. So why can't we just appreciate both? Yet we're dissing this man for his vision. Yet it's just, I don't know. Like I said, I think I said it way more. Look, I said it way too many times in this video that I'm just disappointed in the Chainsaw Man community how we're really switching up on Ryu Nakayama. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, it's highly disappointing. Highly disappointing. Um, and like I said, I think the season one style would have fit perfect with this next like season, that will come out, because man, there will be a lot of really great moments that need that seriousness to it, how Nakayama did it. Now, I'm not saying the Reze movie didn't have serious, that serious type of thing to it. I'm just saying I hope they do it right. I hope this new style, and then, honestly, I'm gonna say this about the new style, right? The new style to me is really much of a safe style. It's not really different. It's really safe. It's safe to a point where it looks like it came from the manga, which is great. I know, but it's safe. It's not trying to risk nothing. You see how Nakayama risked something to make something different, and it worked, but people still bashed him. But this new style is safe, so people won't bash the animators. So they gave the fans what they wanted. But mm, deep down, I don't know. Deep down, I think we're going to attract a lot more brand new anime fans that just don't really appreciate Chainsaw Man as a whole. I don't think so. Um, I think this new wave of Chainsaw Man fans is just attracted by pretty lights and colors, by animation, and not really by great story. Which Chainsaw Man is a great story, but and the only reason why I'm saying this is because, truthfully, that statement that I just said, like just like 5 seconds ago, is happening right now. We're seeing people bashing season one, which is, like I said, a 10 out of 10 when it comes to animation. They're bashing that over better colors and flashier lights with the reze movie, and the next season is going to be just like that. And now we're dissing season one, talking about it was a horrible season. Damn, exactly. Um, yeah, I don't know. See, now this is why personally I wanted to see the reze movie turn to another season, like because I knew deep down the reze movie was going to go all out with the the animation, the flashy stuff, and because she's a Bond girl, she just what I'm saying. 'Cause anime loves to the big old explosions and the flashiness, right? You know what I'm saying? That they have to make it like, make her flashy and explosive. And I knew, like I said, I knew deep down this effect was going to happen. And I'm glad it's happening, but at the same time, this effect is causing a divide within the Chainsaw Man community. And I don't know how to feel about it. And I feel like that's really fake from the fans. And man, I don't know. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? This is just it's very heartbreaking. Because even like with this new style, right? For the new style, like it lacks a whole lot of shading and details on the characters. If you look at season one, there's a lot more details to the characters, like the movements to the characters. You know what I'm saying? I just hope they had the same effect they had for season one to season two, which I think the movie did fine. Because I think the best parts of Chainsaw Man are the ones where there's no action. So I think the character action when there's no action, you know what I'm saying, like how they move and stuff, was really done nicely in the Reze movie. But I just hope, and I hope they can have a little bit more of Nakayama's vision for the season two, so it can give that long lasting effect. So it can have that long lasting effect. Because I'm telling you right now, this new season is going to have a lot of impact and a lot of iconic moments, and they need to do it justice. They can't make it with pretty lights and bright colors everywhere. Make it all like like a typical anime to attract all the brand new anime fans. They can't do it. I hope they don't do it. Um, they have to go deep into it. If they do this season two right, if they do, if they do that one Aki scene right, then man, I'll say that they did a fantastic job. That's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, though, pretty much like the main message of what I'm trying to say is that we need to appreciate both these styles. It's not based on biasy, but don't diss and disrespect someone else's masterpiece just because this new one has more flashy lights and colors. That's very pathetic and it's very low, and it's not really, like I said, it just makes us seem really low in the Chainsaw Man community because we bash JJK, Demon Slayer, and all these other animes for having that same mentality, yet we're having the same mentality ourselves over here in the Chainsaw Man community. And that's fake and it needs to stop. We got to respect Ryu Nakayama. He put a lot of people on the Chainsaw Man with his new vision and work. And trust me, they may hate him now, but like I said, everybody who gets hated will be appreciated. And his season one was amazing. His season one made me excited to watch a brand new episode because I wanted to see how different it was going to be, how they're going to do these different angles, and how like this is going to be done. Like for example, like I'll say like the leech fight, right? For the leech fight in the manga was super quick. In the anime, they made it almost half an episode. It was done nice, and the action too was getting better, or it was fine itself. And I know, I remember back in 2022, people are saying, "Oh man, the action in all season one wasn't all that." No, it was perfectly fine. When moments when there were moments that needed to get intense and like a little bit flashy, like for example, Denji versus Katana Man, they made it flashy and cold with it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but with the Reze movie, they kind of did over the top with it. Like, 'cause remember in the manga though, right? Reze, whenever she hit Denji, Denji would just go, "Pooh," he would just get annihilated. In the anime, he's taking all these hits from Reze, like he can actually take these hits. But that's like impossible. Like I'm telling you, bro, like literally, this is one scene in the movie where they're fighting in a whole office, right? And Reze's just tanking him with all these hits, and he's actually surviving these hits, which is crazy. That doesn't make any type of sense. Because based off nine in the manga, but also within the movie itself, remember he tried to fight Reze. Reze literally sure you can his ass up in the air, kicked him down, and he was like half his body was gone. But in the office building, she's kicking him, doing all this extra. You tell me that his arm and leg is still in like it's like come on, bro, really? Like Denji can take all these hits? Nah, stop it, bro. He was getting annihilated. And oh no, Beastie. Reze was playing around with Denji. Why would she be playing around with Denji? I thought she wanted to just kill Denji so that she can take him. That was the whole point. Look, I'm just saying for the manga, set that straight. The anime seemed like she was playing around with Denji and trying to make it more flashy and more appealing to the the anime fans around the world. The new anime fans that like flashy lights and bright colors and good, Sakuga and all that extra shit. But at the same time, though, to me, uh, I hope they don't do that with season two all too much, where people are only trying to this season two because of the flashy fights and bright colors and and all that stuff too, man. I don't know, but anyway, though, like I said, that's just me. Put respect on season one because, like I said, it's a great season. It's not even bad, and the colors in that one are fantastic. The animation on that one is fantastic. The whole direction of that anime is fantastic. It's different and it broke a lot of people's expectations for many years. So the switch up is insane. Like I said, I like the new style. It's very safe, but I appreciate it too. But we can't diss this old style for the new one. I will not let that. I can't let that happen. No, as a real Chainsaw Man fan myself, I can't let that happen. Man. I can't sit back and just like, oh, this is cool. Nah, that's fake. I have to speak on it. And to me, that's just facts right there. Chainsaw Man just came back. Trailer. You see how it looks. They did he keep the style? Oh wait, that don't. Oh, the it kind of looks like the manga a little bit. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Oh, I missed season. Okay, it's not that bad looking. No, they made it. Wait. They made it flashy. Oh. Wait, but that's not that bad. When in 2025? No! You cannot give us a fucking date. Give me a month. Give me a month. What does that mean? 2020. What does that mean? It said coming out next year.